WWE fans look like sound village. Tonight, a packed Wells Fargo sleigh act like look no further than his home to Monday Night Raw. In a rematch, it's the fan-treasured Intercontinental, and we have the much-anticipated champion Jey Uso. For the second time in a couple weeks, the Badass is determined to get it back. Bron Breakker is putting the Intercontinental title on the line. Super spearing everything in sight. And we're getting closer to decide Jey and that history-rich belt that he's targeting. Things. Triple H over the top, incredibly playing crown jewel. Champions H revealed it. It has quickly become one of the most prized possessions. The belt is here. Cody and Gunther will battle for it. Nia, American made, and Liv will clash for it. With Julius and Brutus, the tournament is on the line. Well, they've conquered bitter rivals, and now in action, #1 tag team contenders focus on fresh ones. The Hall of Our He mentors Dragon Lee, the high-flying duo trying to make it. Famer Rey Mysterio is teaming with the dynamic youngster to the tourney finals. From things in Saudi, but right now, Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett with you. 12 days away. Big Bronson Reed is arriving at the arena. Rollins! Oh! Seth Rollins! Seth freaking... The security is separating it. Remember, it was August 6th that it all started. 6 tsunamis.
That freaking Rollins is heading our way.
And Seth Rollins was out of action. He returned on September 30th and stomped Reed's head in this intensity. Here he comes. Feels Seth. And now with... Cut it! Wasting no time, taking over Raw immediately.
Billy, let's get crazy! Right here, right! You want to be famous, big boy? I'll make your ass now! Bronson Reed is famous! Get out of here and let's fight!
Asking for big Bronson Reed immediately, Wade.
Bronson Reed just got laid out and his general manager, Alex
Erdegaard just went flying!
Oh,
man!
Oh, my God.
And Reed just plowing through security. What happened? On his way to the ring.
Just give up while you can, security.
At the capper of the last monster standing match.
A highly enraged Seth Freakin'.
Here goes Seth flying at him.
And Rollins, who has been desperate for a piece of to put himself on the map at Seth Rollins' expense. Payback for months now against the man, Bronson Reed.
Security, and finally they're able to do that. Well, hats off now in the ring. Adam Pearce has ordered them to be separated.
The security crew, they've already been flattened once.
Elbows, and now the coast is clear. Big...
They're coming back.
Oh, no.
Now's round 2, lads.
Headbutt and 2 boot. Death Valley driver.
Oh, look what's coming, Joe. Look what's coming, Joe.
6 tsunamis ago.
It's an instant replay.
Oh, and that's smart.
To spend a months on the shelf, but
put enough of Seth Rollins just to roll out of the ring.
All he had to is Bronson Reed refusing to stop it.
30 pounds just blasted him to the floor.
It's coming our way.
Oh, man. 300 as Rollins trying to get to his feet.
He have no chance here. And Seth Freakin'.
Now security trying to get on top of this again.
Secure for all his freakish abilities, he just cannot.
Well, there's the security guard. He's on top of it.
Oh, stop it.
He's not going to go up top.
Bronson Reed. My God.
What is he going to do to this poor man?
Get ready for it, Joe. It's coming.
No! Oh, Rollins is in a compromised position. Oh! Escapes harm. At the last second, Rollins announced desk is back. Madness opens up. Rollins. This is Philly.
Bronson Reed kicks off the show once again. For now, it seems a brand of carnage. Like Seth freaking Rollins got the best of it, but come on.
This is absolutely out.
Bronson Reed already back on his feet.
Outrageous. A major problem for Bronson Reed has become everybody but for Seth Rollins, and keep in mind the injuries that Seth hasn't. This chaos
just broke the record for the fastest
they're going all the way back to WrestleMania, and then what happened in August, and now
destruction of our desk job. Oh my God.
And now the folk in Seth Rollins, but
you try and be ready for everything, but
this obviously is one of the biggest stars generationally.
Take another look back at what just happened. This attempted tsunami getting away, leaving Bronson Reed from Bronson Reed. Seth Rollins by the skin of his teeth down, albeit temporarily. You have to think
that is not the first time that we have seen him do that.
That is absolutely not the end of it for these two.
At the split second, Rollins gets out of the way. Now let's focus in on some.
Yeah, well, let's take you back to 1 week ago.
Some of the recent happenings going on with the women's tag titles.
You know, Raquel and I used to be the tag team champions before Rhea. Oh, I know why you guys are mad. You guys are talking about the tag team titles, right? What else is the titles? You know what that means? That means we could be tag team
We could fight them.
champions again anytime we
Oh, my Or we could fight tonight.
You want to fight tonight? Okay.
Liv and Raquel.
Let's go.
Damage control tonight. Why not? Love that. We are. It's a team that's also trying to recapture glory. Because the New Day now facing a time test.
And their opponents, Ren Razar, the authors of presenting Final Testament, Akam and Pain.
6'3", 285 over Tom Karrion Kross leading the way with Scarlett, Paul Ellering as Akam, 6'4", 330 is Razar. Of course, the man with the. So this is how we get going with the World Tag Team Championship.
Raiders have already qualified for next week's triple threat.
Number one contender journey.
Yeah, so to be clear, the War Final, 2 more teams will join them in that. One of these teams is in the ring right now, and their match is going to take place next week. Will be another tag match later on tonight to decide the third team to face Judgment Day.
That's right. Remember what was said recently.
The winners of the triple threat next week will get
about Judgment Day and somewhat inactivity in terms of defending Adam Pearce put forth.
I'm going to tell you, I love this #1.
The belts. Well, this is the solution to that general man.
Contender tournaments, because literally every tag team, fine, big tour, now go out there and prove it. In the locker room claims they deserve opportunity. That's
Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods off to a good start.
Of AOP. If you give them an inch, you haven't got a chance. You've got
to the cover right away.
I mean, you have to get straight on top and hit them hard. You've got to hit them fast and hope somehow you can keep
Akam, one half of the authors of Pain.
Keep them down. Easier said than done.
This is just a fast start.
This has been absolute peak New Day from the
right away with the big elbow. Comes Xavier Woods, hooks the leg
off in this matchup. But poor Akam hasn't been able. New Day, for all the tension and issues they've had in recent weeks, to get a modicum of offense in thus far. Weeks and months, looking back to their best right now.
Of course, Xavier Woods, something that Kofi himself pushed for. Kofi Woods recently challenged for the Intercontinental Champion. Was up against Braun Breaker most recently as he comes down.
He has not looked himself in the early goings of this one. Desperately needs
hard on that left arm of Akam.
Sim needs that tag to Razar on the outside. But smart.
Driving him back into that corner.
And particularly the veteran Kofi Kingston not allowing it.
Chop from Kofi.
Champions here in WWE, of course, the New Day. Two teams here are both multiple-time tag team, perhaps the greatest of all time, arguably, of course.
Axe handle from Woods, really working that left arm.
Usos would claim that moniker.
Significantly early on, aren't they, Wade?
That's been superb. Absolute that ACAM carries. This textbook offense from New Day, but that is the despite the offense he's absorbed, still swinging.
And Cross, he's working, showing power and getting out of position. He's carrying. He's been in the ear of both these men in recent months, and Woods was able to endure. You can see
sowing seeds of in a second.
The Miz has
been Cross likes what he's seeing. Who will take the
come out sitting on the edge of the announce table?
Next place in this tournament, in this matchup.
Back here in Philly, World Tag Team Championship #1 contenders turning new. New Day versus Authors of Pain, but what you see, this human wall in front of him has come out. He's flanked by Scarlett and Karrion Kross. Kross came over here at our announce table. This is the intrigue as the Miz. He said, nice to see you. Now remember, Kross was in his ear recently, and he hit him with a skull-crushing finale. What is going on in front of us recently when the Final Testament served up our truth to him?
It's been no secret whatsoever that Karrion Kross has clearly been like he has pierced the mind of Miz in recent weeks and back. Trying to woo the Miz now for a couple of months, it seems, at Miz.
Xavier Woods desperate to get the... And now Woods does find Kofi.
Last thing was
tag on Kofi Kingston, but Razor pulls him back.
Dark needed was a fresh Kofi Kingston bouncing around that ring.
Opportunity. Big drop kick to find their way into the finals and earn a shot at Judge
Kross. And Scarlett with the Miz has turned into panic. Suddenly the glad handing of Karrion Kross.
And one for Akam. On the line here as Woods goes flying. #1 position for the tag titles. You see the sheer power of Razor by Kofi.
How much more terrifying than facing AO.
And the kick. Great athleticism.
But the New Day have fought the biggest and
boom drop Kofi Kingston.
Best over the past 10 years of beating them all.
The New Day trying to work their way back into position. They sense that momentum to fight for the tag team. Looking for trouble in paradise, instead into the grasp of Razor. World Championships. Oh, he was lower.
The raw power from the massive Albanian Kofi Kingston. As the Miz looks up.
Oh, there's R-Truth!
Simply no way to counter that for
R-Truth came out to attack.
R-Truth was cheap shotted by the Miz last week. Post
former partner.
Well, it was Art's match. Now coming for a little payback, but wait.
Oh, they advance with Art. There's a roll up in the ring. A roll up for the New Day. And outside the ring. Inside the ring. And that is how they'll advance in this tournament. Kofi Kingston takes advantage of it.
Give a valuable assist there to R-Truth. That Bedlam caught the eye of Razor in ring. It was caught picking out Miz on the outside. That chaos, the napping by the ever so smart Kofi Kingston. Their triple threat match, as well as one other team that will be decided. They progress. They join the War Raiders in next week's did later on tonight.
R-Truth. And now Miz is on top of him after weeks of confusion. Oh, he's not in a good spot now. Arthur's a Pain are on top of him because they cost him.
Saying, hell no, that's not our problem.
He's holding him back.
Kofi Kingston wants to come back and help. Xavier Woods is...
As you can see Kofi saying we have to help R-Truth. Very tough spot, surrounded by the Final Testament.
Xavier Woods have to put his body on the line.
R-Truth is as Karrion Kross just laughs looking back at the New Day.
R-Truth's problem.
Oh. The Wyatts,
he crossed,
and she's off the top rope on Scarlett. Six are back.
Oh my God, it's that mentalist Nick.
And now they're brawling everywhere. Dexter Lumis, Rustaman, laying out everybody. Owen, Joe Gacy attacking the final test, saving the day for our. Getting out of everybody's way. Miz. Bodies are laid out everywhere, Wade. Gacy and Lumis and Rowan. Sending the authors of pain over the barrier into Timekeeper. Here's their combo. Powerbomb that takes both.
The hell are these guys
And out. Akam and Razar taken out in time.
about like this, and the brawl continues.
It is going on. Keeper.
Nobody has ever treated the final 10
Through Wells Fargo Center here in Philly. And the Miz
He looks petrified.
saved himself. From out of nowhere, the Wyatt Six arrived, and Miz saved himself.
He got it. No, he didn't get away.
Looking to save the Miz, and a mandible claw on him. Uncle Howdy, pull Ellering. He's Uncle Howdy taking out the Wyatt Six, doing as they please. Paul Ellering with the mandible claw.
Welcome back to Monday Night Raw. I'm backstage with Raw General Manager. Start on a Monday night. How do you plan to get things under control? Adam Pearce, Adam, yet another chaotic role here.
That's a great question.
Yes!
Never mind.
These two, you're going to need a taser to Johnson. Reed just refuses to stay down and separate him at this one.
Johnson Reed, after they were brawling in and out of the ring. Raw in Philly. Wrestled Seth Rollins brawling backstage. Mania 40, of course, was across the street from where we are, where Cody took the underspell action. Will be against the Capitals tomorrow. 76 the championship. Busy sports week here. Flyers, NHLers against the Bucks on Wednesday. And, of course, this Monday night back in action. Wade.
What a chaotic night it has been already.
Raw that just saw the Wyatt Six.
Just as the final testament, we're looking to wreck and the brawl ensued. Haymaker, R-Truth, the Wyatt Six show up out of nowhere. Bombs getting dropped left, right and centre. The brawl majority of the final testament had been taken, went everywhere. It looked at one point like the man out escorted rather abruptly out of the arena. One man, it seems, stood in the ring. The Miz, a petrol by the Wyatt Six, leaving what by face. Thought he'd go away with it. Oh, here comes Paul Ellering arrived to shove Miz out the way. Uncle Howdy, mandible claw. Just when poor, precious Paul Ellering taken out of this arena. And I'll tell you this, Joe, it has been by Uncle Howdy later to be carried out. Bedlam, mayhem, and chaos from the off.
Thing, though, we know is when they lock it in a target, they seem
here on Raw.
Yeah, we keep learning more and more about the Wyatt Six. The one fleet take care of business, and right now they're locked in on the final testament. Breaker, but based
in terms of pure monetary
tonight, Jey Uso defends his Intercontinental Championship against Braun.
Value those crown jewel championships are the to that, of course, the bragging rights for being the third highest in this industry's history, let alone as ever men's and women's crown jewel champion.
So while this tag match is a massive showdown among them,
the absolute top of the industry.
Elites for Liv. She has her eyes on that Riyadh, the incredible crown jewel, diamond epic jewel size that is sitting ringside. November 2nd in Redbelt.
Liv Morgan has her eyes on a lot of prizes right now. Putting away damage control tonight might get them one step closer. Even trying to focus on the women's tag championships to a tag title opportunity against Belair and Carter. Tracks as the statuesque Raquel Stargirl as Io Sky stops it in her steps up to combat.
Raquel Rodriguez
The high
Io Sky tries to take the fight right to her.
flying technical skills of Io Sky may not work.
Of course, Raquel shocked the world into the
Against someone so big and powerful as Raquel.
Atlanta. She came out, championship belt back, but Raquel interrupted those plans. As Rhea was trying to get women's champion.
Raquel and Io Sky have a hell of a lot of history together. Once upon a time, one of the greatest reigns in history from Raquel actually beat Io Sky for the NXT Women's Championship. Io Sky ended by the powerful Raquel.
Sane and Sky doubling up with the drop kicks.
Oh!
Kyrie, that's awkward the way she was hanging over.
It speaks volumes to her athleticism. Turn around, Raquel.
There with her leg.
Somehow got away with it. Did Kyrie Sane.
From the top rope, Raquel able to get out of the way. Down, Kyrie Sane.
Unique offense there from
Now trying to chase.
Kyrie Sane, rapidly getting over to tag in Io. I mean, this is what you have to do against Sky. Now it's double trouble.
This is when they are at their best.
And someone as strong as Raquel, keep her guessing.
Look at the power of Rodriguez.
Try and double team her, but even that might not be enough.
They're able to slip out of it.
Can get overconfident, and that is what happened to Raquel there. Sometimes when you're so big and so strong, you...
Big forearm from Kyrie.
How smart is Liv Morgan teaming up once again with...
Now the cover, and quickly Raquel able to kick out.
Raquel Rodriguez. One on the roster wants a piece of Liv. Well, you need protection in a situation. A problem surrounding Liv Morgan at the moment. It seems every situation like that.
Oh, what a big right hand in the corner.
To the jaws of Io Sky and Kyrie Sane.
Clothesline comes powering in.
Just baseball back style. Barely moved ever since. Liv Morgan incredible. Play happy.
November 2nd, that's what she's gunning for. The odd coupling of Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton. A week ago, we saw Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in against. And now tonight, in action against Sane and Sky. In control. Doing the best of Kyrie Sane, right? Damage control. As Raquel Rodriguez is now.
Torturous hold there on Kyrie Sane. Ever since returning here and since Jakara. Raquel has looked as dominant and ruthless as an Lash legend. Not looking too impressed right now with NXT.
Be an interesting matchup.
Damage Control ahead of their match with Damage Control tomorrow night. And
we'll see what is taken out of Damage Control here tonight. Of course, that former women's tag champions.
Huge spinnerins.
Looking to come up with a big win against...
Back elbow there from Kyrie Sane, rocking Raquel and
Io Sky. Big surge of offense.
Managing to get that tag to Io Sky. Kyrie Sane, another opportunity at Belair and Cargill. Sky, of course, rapidly looking to get herself and tag goal, and a victory here would certainly do.
And work that leg.
With them some good.
Able to catch that boot from Raquel.
Nasty dragon screw to the right knee of Raquel. That is well for Damage Control. One way to keep the powerhouse down. Things looking good now.
Missile drop kick land to safety. It's on Liv. And Liv desperate to get herself.
This place coming unfierce of the Sky.
Hooks the Wade.
Just championship caliber performance.
Leg of Liv Morgan. And the kick out at
performances every single night from Io Sky. Reputations in the entire industry. Why she has one of the most stellar.
And they can take this thing in for a nice landing and sense the momentum. They feel and control the action. Elbow from Kyrie Sane. And the elbow. Pop up. And Rodriguez comes in to save.
Raquel there after this attempt at an insane
things.
Just in the nick of time, a gingerly moving elbow. Didn't quite land. Raquel with a second win. Oh, as planned, but it was highly effective all the same. But now
with the shoulder into the post.
Desperate move there. Herself in the process. And now perhaps it's all down from Kairi Sane diving out of the way at the last second, saving to Liv Morgan to win this for her team.
Big turnaround, the running knee takes advantage. Liv Morgan.
Shote uppercut from an elevate. Smart champion instincts there from Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan, who was rocked.
Missile drop kick sends her into the barrel. What the hell? Look at this. Can't help herself in rear.
Straight to the kisser, and somebody needs to check.
Lash Legend sends a big right hand, and the bell part Lash Legend.
Only a matter of time.
Rings as the interference comes from.
You guessed that Lash and Jakara would somehow get in aid of Io Sky.
Now you're getting a preview.
Ball with a cheap shot. It happened, and now Kairi Sane coming to the
what you'll see on NXT at the CW. All of a sudden, of Lash Legend and Jakara, they're going to go at it tomorrow on NXT. Couldn't resist Sane and Sky on the attack. NXT, but with that brawl on the outside, it disrupts the action.
Soften up their opponents ahead of tomorrow, but if anyone's getting
against Liv and Raquel,
well, it would behoove both teams to soften up here. It's clearly damage control. A rush from Jakara Jackson.
And a Lash extension.
Shogun
on the other side, Wade. Just like she did against Pipe Legend. Enter the fray and clean things up for Niven on Friday night. Jakara and Lash Legend. But it puts an end to what was a compelling match. And Raquel face to face. And now Liv. Look at Liv's face. Music. Of Rhea Ripley. The all too familiar.
There are a lot of bullseyes on the back, but this woman, Rhea Ripley's, is the biggest of Liv Morgan of them all.
Raquel says
exactly why Liv Morgan brought in Raquel Rodriguez.
I gotcha. Don't you worry.
This is Rodriguez for protection. From the headbutt from Rhea Ripley and stays standing. What a Rhea Ripley.
Smashes that head straight in.
Just eat absolute freak. Raquel Rodriguez.
Saying, you're left with me. Liv goes running. Rhea pulls down that top rope. And now she smiles. She's got her by the hair.
Oh no.
Liv Morgan. Just ragdolling. Big knee. What a knee from Rhea.
Who is about to get tortured in the ring. Oh my God. This is a defenseless Liv Morgan. Prison trap. Sheer agony. Raquel doing her best to win. Liv Morgan in even the odds, but it may be impossible against a woman like
with what happened at Bad Blood, her chance to get her championship back.
Rhea bloody Ripley.
You know how upset Rhea is. And it was interrupted by Liv trying to get that arm. And another Raquel. Big blast with the headbutt from Rhea.
Bounces off. And the piece to resist. Everything you throw at Rhea Ripley just stomps.
Riptide. No, Dirty Dom from out of nowhere. And she's got her former gun.
Latino Cheat is here to save the day.
In the ring. Is she lying? Dom is caught up, setting up a prison trap on Dom and locking it in the prison trap.
Dom put his body that is Liv Morgan, and she returns the favor on the line to save the damsel in distress. But that is true love.
It took Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley,
all three of them to deal with an enraged.
Still stands tall and is still laughing.
It's the third time this has happened tonight.
Look, you know this doesn't end until you make it. Come on!
Separated again by security. Seth Rollins, Big Bronson Reed, Seth.
Enough! Did either one of you suckers give me what you want? No, of course not! But you all bastards stopped the thing for 1 second that I was gonna go! And Crown Jewel, Bronson Reed, shut up, building! This is the worst for Seth Rollins! It is official! Get down out of my face! Thank you ever made, son! This is the worst!
Step closer to an opportunity at the judgment.
Crown Jewel, we're going to get Rollins and
Judgment Day's tag goal.
flanked by Ivy Nile. To take a big step ahead tonight with Chad Gable, Brutus, and Julius Creed. Deliver on Gable's high expectations for them. One contenders tournament.
Just a couple of rough diamonds
In this World Tag Team Championship, number 1.
The Creed brothers getting shined up by the day by Master. Such a difference in style between the Chad Gable. These 4 competitors in the ring right now. Power and Tech speedsters that are the luchadors. Dragon Lee in the ring from America Made, and the high-flying right now, and of course the great Hall of Famer himself, Rey Mysterio.
Strategically knowing such a distinct style. So if you're Lee and Mysterio, how do you approach it, Splash?
Well, the aim has to be from the off. Try and keep away. Do that. Try and wriggle free and counter whatever you from America Made. Hit and move. And if you can't, you can with your speed and aerial ability.
And you've seen exactly what compared to the power of Creed. And here's the roll. They set up their way with the aerial ability. Up by Dragon Lee and the kick out.
The Creed brothers made it here to Raw and SmackDown. It's been a real learning experience since American Made. Utterly devastating during their time in NXT. Absolutely well in time. And that time's going to be speedy. Haven't quite hit those highs yet here. Of course, they absolutely help by the fact that they have help and guidance from Chad Gable.
Lee and Mysterio.
Yeah, this is exactly what Rey Mysterio.
Rey into the cover. And this is the pace now that they would prefer.
Dragon Lee need to do. Keep this one moving as fast. 3 brothers, but with power like this as possible. Try and confuse the less experienced from Julius Creed. How the hell can you come?
He just did right there. From off the mat.
That.
Do people understand what it takes to do what that? To vertical.
Raw strength alone with a barbell, people call Mysterio. As both these teams do that, let alone with a wriggling Rey Mysterio looking to join the War Raiders, and now the New Day in next, and things suddenly turning the way of American Made. Week's triple threat final to crown #1 contenders.
This Creed feeling like they have taken of pain earlier tonight in this #1 control of things here. The New Day were able to get past all 3 contenders tournament.
Brutus smash in the ring on it. Some of the antics there from Brutus Creed that does frustrate the defenseless Rey Mysterio. You sure see the older brother Julius, who seems far more focused. Brutus, but man, physically speaking, utterly devastating at times. Can act something of the goofball in that.
Look at this smart work from the Hall of Famer.
You do have to work smart against individuals like the Creed brothers, so big, so strong.
Look at that! Rey gave him just a little opportunity to fly for Dragon Lee, yes! Little bit of space, and Dragon went flying. Check it out, folks. Great stuff in Philly. It's been an interesting run for Julius and Brutus. World Tag Team Championship #1 contenders tournament. The Wolves Creed, they're up against Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio here in the winner here will lock up that final spot. We saw the New Day advance. Who will go up against the Judgment Day? A week ago, we saw the War Raiders advance. This is to see who.
Things have suddenly turned the way of America. The early goings in this one. Now it is Dragon Lee who is looking made after being under the cosh for large parts. In immense trouble, as many often are.
Hooks the leg after the superplex and the kick out at 2.
But against that freakish power of Julius Creed. How often do you see that? Just a deadlift super jaw dropping every time you see it.
2-time
Flex here from Julius Creed, who is just
NCAA All-American, a record setter at Duke.
Chad Gable, the master, loving everything he's seeing. From his men thus far, riding out an early.
You see the rallying support from Zelina Vega.
Early Stormer now starting to snuff out the threat of the two luchadors.
And another glimpse of the pass.
Power is one thing, it's the raw technique too, but wow, what
Power of Julius Creed in front of us here, Wade. Look at this.
a reversal Hurricane Rana there from Dragon. Cannot count him out. Question being, can he get the take? Who can attack you from every angle you can to the Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio. Raring
Comes Rey Mysterio.
to get back into this one.
Well, Brutus Creed is tagged in, and here, and Rey taking advantage against Brutus.
That Mysterio, completely improbable career, broke the unfatigable human spirit of Rey Mysterio and all records. Can he continue on that?
Rey going up top.
To progress towards tag goal with a new pop.
Coast pop. And then a big forearm. Tornado DDT into the cover. Hooks arm for Julius. Leg for the win to advance. And the kick out at 2.
The relative newcomers, the Creed brothers, now Brutus continuing to baffle and confound. This Creed in the ring right now in a world of trouble.
Had things in control.
The Julius nowhere to be seen.
Rey was on fire.
Crowd know what they want. Oh,
Brutus. It's just catching him out of midair.
raw power of Brutus. Utterly devastating. Wow!
Moonsault from the
Brutus Creed. The thickness of the man.
big guy.
Yeah, a man that big should never be able to pull that off.
Win. And in comes Dragon Lee. And his brother as well. Puts the leg for the
2.99. Dragon Lee had to be on. He was. The money on that one, thankfully for him and Rey Mysterio.
Look at this.
And that could be the end of Julius.
Oh, he's got him in that stomp position, and he delivers it.
And that Brutus Creed to that leg.
Lined up, Wade.
Rey smells victory, and so did this.
And Rey's got him
This audience.
But so does Chad Gable.
The end was nigh, and that has opened a window now for Julius. Wise move there from Master Chad Gable.
Oh, and Zelina says, I got
to the face of Chad Gable.
an issue with it. Ivy Nile outside on the floor.
Ivy Nile, sick him.
Zelina Vega and
The shenanigans on the outside, and it is now. Well, this match continuing despite Julius, who's looking good. Or is he?
time able to deliver.
There's the tag.
He had him in position before. 619. This
Dragon Lee legal.
the splash. Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee.
Here are your winners.
From up top to advance. Yes. We're going to have Wade Barrett, the #1 contender. So what a show. Tournament finals was decided this way.
Be the 619 from the Hall of Famer, followed by, well, what a tag team tandem this has turned out to be. Sky-high splash. From them closer to earning a championship opportunity. Dragon Lee. They progress once against Judgment Day, and as you mentioned, Joe, that triple threat versus the New Day versus the War final takes place next week. Rey and Dragon Lee Raiders.
You can just sense it. Philadelphia is rallying high point every time Jey Uso enters and ready to yeet. Official introductions. Here's Lillian Garcia.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Intercontinental Introducing Tag Team Champion. Championship! First, the challenger from Atlanta, Georgia, Braun Breaker, Georgia, weighing in at 250 pounds. Opponent from San Francisco, California, and his weighing in at 242 pounds, champion main event is the Intercontinental Champion, Jey Uso.
It means so much to Jey Uso, and that is what is on the line. Continental Championship. We wanted this to you because it's been puzzling to try to get a handle on back on September 23rd. And Wade Barrett, I offered for the badass lately. So Jey takes the night Raw. And Braun comes out and everybody thinks, okay, here we go. Belt on the 23rd. A week later, we're broadcasting Monday night. They're going to get after it again. And instead, the two shook hands. And Braun's attacking everybody. And that's been going on. Then Jey had the title defense against Xavier Woods.
Yeah, I spoke to Braun about that. He said he felt disrespecting the championship. Didn't feel the respect in when he shook Jey's hand 1 week after losing. Respect he gave Jey was reciprocated. 180 in a hurry in this match because Jey Uso and as a result decided to do a 180. Well, he needs immediate control. This one continues on Raw.
Fans at all here in Philly, that is what is on the line. Some of the best Intercontinental Championship, Jey Uso, title defense against Braun Breaker. All the family history attached to this belt for Jey. The fifth Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett with you here. And Wade, member of his family, an extended family to have the IC title. That puts us in recent media visits. More than just the Wade father Rikishi, who has expressed incredible pride of a title for Jey. There is legacy attached. There's
18 years in the making for Jey Uso to finally.
There's family pride attached.
There's also the fact that it was ascend to the top of that mountain and win his first single proposition. Kind of caught Braun Breaker by surprise. Championship, but defending it, maybe a much big prize with that victory 4 weeks ago. It's very.
Breaker's been in control for the majority of.
Very hard to catch a man by surprise twice.
The early going here in this championship match. 4 weeks ago, he
hard-wearing nature of Braun Breaker. He really was
lost this belt. Now trying to regain it.
It speaks volumes to the hit by a blitz-style attack by Braun Breaker. Matches he does not stay down for long. Jey Uso from the off, but as tends to happen in.
So interesting when you size up rematch. Match left off. Other times, much can be learned and adapted. Way they're all different. Sometimes they can be an extension of where the first did. How do you read that with Braun Breaker with what you've been seeing?
I think genuinely believed he was indestructible. Braun Breaker's ego was hurt by the fact he lost that championship. That has now served as huge motivation, and that really is nightmare fuel for Jey to right a perceived wrong in the mind of Braun Breaker. Uso his own way right now, and we've seen Jey Uso and Braun Breaker's just having it all. Take a hell of a lot of beatings over the years and bounce back in the body of Jey Uso at this point in the matchup, but there is very little sign of life,
especially the damage that has been done to his lower. Were driven in, he was sent into the buckles. He has been targeted back. You saw him reaching for it there. The knees targeting that lower back with a series of right hands.
He's hit this crescendo.
Now Jey Uso, potentially a rallying moment here.
Window of yeeting around us. Clearly has not give a damn what they want.
Oh,
helping Jey Uso. But Braun Breaker does.
Boy, in the arrogance of Breaker as he was in the before out of him.
A lot of people would call that a mistake.
Cover. And we've seen this.
I wouldn't.
Why?
I can promise you, Braun Breaker, well, that Jey Uso would have kicked out on that and was not going to get a 3 count there. He knows. He's mocking Jey Uso, causing damage to the side. Not on my level. That's the message. of Jey Uso. Yeah, you're the champ, but you're simply...
The former Intercontinental Sami Zayn at SummerSlam. But then now here's the cover with the hook of the leg, and Jey Duggan, champion. Won the title, defeating, does indeed kick out.
This is just turning into a highlight. Been way too much fun for a man who lost his champion. Real performance from Bron Breakker thus far, who is championship 4 weeks ago and now has the opportunity to win it back.
He is dynamic, explosive, strong, powerful. Look at this level of athleticism and just twitchy, quick twitch athlete.
Game level of unbridled menace, bouncing around, changing athlete. That level of power, that the ring, who can do things you're not supposed to.
Good parry and counter from Jey.
Be able to do with that level of muscle mass on your frame. To the jaw of Breakker, who fell hard.
And the biggest right hand of all.
Just clock clean. Jey struggling.
The hip attack, but it turns into a kick opportunity. Jey perhaps looking against Bron, and now up top.
Who tends to struggle in the early goings of matches. This has been much better from Jey Uso. The less he thinks in there, the more he works off inside.
Breakker looking for the superplex.
I think the better Jey Uso tends to get.
As Jey tries to neutralize that effort. And here he comes.
That's just on.
Oh, top rope Frankensteiner by Bron. But the kick out, and you can see the disappointment as Bron Breakker into the cover for the title again. Breakker nailed that Frankensteiner. Bron Breakker had the IC title for just 51 days. That's the second shortest completed title reign since in control here against Jey Uso in his title to March of 2022. Now he's looking to get it back. Fence here in Philly.
Both men are hurting in a...
Oh! Jey comes up with the spear out of nowhere.
Big way, arguably Jey more than Bron.
Oh, the hook of the leg to retain. And the kick out as
left in the tank of the challenger, Bron Breakker.
Bron Breakker survived.
Oh, somehow just enough after it looked like Jey Uso's influence. That is the danger. That is the threat of Jey. Intercontinental Championship reign was hanging in the balance. So that is what took him to the title in the first one. But still, it wasn't quite enough there.
The heck is Jey looking out off to the side? Oh my! As is the crowd.
There's a commotion out here.
Solo Sikoa, the new tribal chief, he comes out with a
Tickets! I got tickets! Hey,
blank Yeet t-shirt for Big Brother by Jacob Fatu, his enforcer, and he says, no, we bought tickets
He's here to support his brother Jey
to be here in Philadelphia.
Overtly, Uso.
We saw the exchange that they had, efforts, and now in the middle of a championship on Friday night when Jey rejected title defense, he's engaging with Solo.
what you doing? Help you win. What you doing here? I'm trying to help you win the belt. What you doing here? I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to, hey, this between me and you. I'm trying to help you.
And now back to business.
Look out.
With Bron Breakker.
Solo made it quite clear he has nothing to do with you. I just want the family back to... He's here to help Jey. Jey told him previously, I want together. What a massive distraction that was. Just when Jey Uso had taken control of the match.
And Jey able to turn things around in
That steel ring post.
Like I always.
slams Breakker.
Oh, wow. Skull
ring post.
first to Tonga Loa. They're everywhere.
Oh, the barrier.
Now Tama.
Super kick to Tonga Loa as he takes him over.
Tonga's here too.
And he eats a super kick as well.
So Jey Uso wanting none of it. And overtly, at least at first, trying to help Jey Uso.
Here's over again. It's Solo Sikoa and Jacob. Fatu in the midst, and now he's over the barrel.
I'm trying to win. I'm trying to
Things
help
are
you.
heating up.
Man. Listen, I told you. Okay? I'm trying to help you. What do you mean trying to help you? You're not listening. I told you. All right? All you got to do is be the one. All you got to do.
Wipes out Solo Sikoa. Oh, super spin.
Solo Sikoa shook Jey Uso out of
Looks on the Samoan Werewolf. Braun Breaker.
the way of that spear.
Jacob Fatu, the former champion, now title challenger. What a huge knee to Jey Uso.
Braun Breaker doesn't care. Inadvertently taking out Solo Sikoa. Braun Breaker just wants his Intercontinental Championship back.
Jacob Fatu has entered the no
That
doubt.
may well be about to happen.
And now Ray. The two of these men face to face. Oh, and Jay comes flying.
Glass.
Fatu's over her announce desk.
What an absolute mess every way.
Jay and Breaker are laid out on the floor.
Bodies strewn around the ringside area. The Intercontinental Championship. Two men who are supposed to be out here competing for.
So the bloodline arrives. Is down. Jay's thinking Uso splash and a title. Bodies are laid out. Breaker on the fence. He eats the knees. The knees to the
Both men will be well advised to put this one to bed as
gut.
well, as soon as possible. This might be it.
Super. And another.
Jey Uso about to get out of
The spear was missed. Super kick is landed.
it. Spear.
Jey Uso in this rematch. Closing in on a massive title defense. So splash. Hooks the leg to Ratau after that. Hey, oh my! What a kick out.
The perfect splash. It was just supposed to be it. Jey Uso was all stacked in favor of Jey Uso. This supposed to be home and dry.
Up there on the apron. And Adam Pearce is saying, and now Tama Tonga and Tonga Rua. Hey, we've got a championship match that needs to be decided.
So for Jey Uso, this shot. What a roller coaster, Fiona. Finally, the Tongan's getting taken out of here.
So Pearce and
The championship match continues.
Officials cleaning things up. The bloodline interrupting this in one. Landed the Uso splash, but such a Continental Championship match that Jey Uso thought he had. Somehow, deep down, the fire within Braun Breaker
Still not secured.
Oh, Jacob Fatu! The kick out.
To have done all of that and to have...
Two. Back up on his feet to Jey Uso. And he does damage. Samoan drops onto the desk. It's lower back of the champion.
And to be clear, the ref...
With an already badly damaged...
concerned with Adam Pearce and the Tonga missed the entire thing.
As Braun Breaker rises to hit his feet.
Braun Breaker saw the whole thing. He's
Solo's enforcer, Jacob Fatu,
taking his chops.
the Samoan Werewolf, may have just altered this championship. Uso back in the ring.
Jey Uso looks done.
Match. Braun Breaker tosses Jey
Already.
A super spear is landed. The back 23 miles an hour when he hits those ropes. Badass to win back the belt.
Here's your winner, and
He has done it.
new Intercontinental Champion,
And to think, Wade Barrett,
Braun Breaker.
how much that championship meant. Stay out of all the family issues. And in the end, to Jey Uso, he was trying to send the bloodline involves themselves like
it didn't have to be that way, Jay. We kicked
that.
Well, Solo Sikoa's message has to be down to help you, and you threw it back in the face. Jacob Fatu with the super kick of the bloodline. This is the game-changing moment, and the Samoan drop on the table behind the referee. A Braun Breaker like taking candy from A-Back, followed by this speed check spear from Baby, and how heartbreaking for Jey Uso.
Champion again. What a night from Philly. Braun Breaker is the Intercontinental Champion.
Tiếp theo trận thi đấu chung kết ở hạng cân 97 kg giữa hai vận động viên Ngô Văn Âm đến từ quân đội trang phục đỏ gặp vận động viên Nguyễn Thế Cử đến từ đơn vị Vĩnh Phúc trang phục xanh. Sau trận thi đấu này sẽ là trận thi đấu cuối cùng ở hạng cân 125 kg giữa hai vận động viên Hoàng Văn Nam đơn vị Hải Phòng gặp vận động viên Hà Văn Dĩnh đơn vị Thái Nguyên. Chuẩn bị.
Lâu là chụp ơi. Thúc luôn.
Lại đúng không? Phải thúc luôn nhỉ.
Đúng.
Thế lòng một con. Không đang thoát lên.
Thế là xong rồi chụp ơi. Hút một luôn. Cái này luôn.
Đâu chụp ơi là nói.
Vâng, xin khán giả cho một tràng vỗ tay thật lớn khích lệ tinh thần thi đấu cho hai vận động viên của chúng ta. Trọng tài công bố kết quả trận thi đấu vừa qua, vận động viên Ngô Văn Âm đơn vị quân đội trang phục đỏ thắng ưu thế kỹ thuật cách biệt 10 điểm. Như vậy xin chúc mừng vận động viên Ngô Văn Âm cùng đơn vị quân đội đã giành huy chương vàng ở hạng cân 97 kg và chúc mừng vận động viên Nguyễn Thế Cử đơn vị Vĩnh Phúc giành huy chương bạc cùng hạng cân